Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Konnichiwa, Ohayo gozaimasu, is your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Tachigen Khaiden, a sentient star clustering VTuber, V singer form. Wait a minute, there we are. Blech, okay, I didn't check if I had like the right chat widgets and all that enabled, but yeah. I've been in the middle of so many things, Tachigen. Been all over the place. These many cosmic minds that form a single entity on a happy plane of existence, you know. Yeah. We've been busy. And yeah, like I got caught up in a few things while I was starting the stream. So I didn't get to check the things I usually check, but there we are. Good to see you missed. Yeah, the shenanigans with Hildibrand. That's where we should have shenanigans, not elsewhere. But yeah, good to see you all, Tachi Gang. You know, I apologize about last night. We didn't get to have Mamusume. But we did have the great talk show with Milan DT, the happening over on their channel on Wednesday evening, a couple days ago. And we're going to have another one later today. So also, you know, don't expect this stream to be like 7 hours long or anything like that. It may even be like a 2-hour-long affair. We'll see. Our main priority today is Hildibrand Menderbill. Not that I'm expecting it to take only 20 minutes or something, of course, especially when I'm yapping and all that. But it's still, you know, not gonna be super long either. But we'll see if we do other things. That's why in parentheses in the title it says and more. Once I change the title for the bot or all that. But anyway, yeah, bitrate banter with observer Andrea, and we'll of course be linking to her channel and everything. I just realized I did add everyone on Discord, and it's mostly my policy, if you will, that if we have 2 streams that day or 2 reasons to add everyone, one of those is not going to add everyone. I guess maybe I'll do that. But yeah. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. But yeah, it was just double checking some things there. Also, why does it do that little flash? Sorry about the little like flash there. Like for a moment it doesn't quite switch the scene. But yeah, okay. Bit of an epilepsy warning to that. I don't know. But anyway, in a way it's our first stream this week, in a way it's not. And the TSG streams continue and all that, of course. Yesterday we did Tales of the Shire, chill affairs there. Yeah, also on Sunday, we'll have Pokemon Violet, but it will also be a more chill affair than what we've been doing so far. Yeah, that being said, we gotta also take it easy with some streams this week because it's not to do with why yesterday couldn't happen. But I've been saving up some gacha rolls I wanted to do for this stream. I wanted to try them on stream. I really want to get Smart Falcon and Uma Musume. I've been getting so lucky with Karen-chan, Narita Taishin, but Smart Falcon is the one I want, and well, eventually Pico Pegasus when she's here. But anyway, next week we're gonna have Gamescom, and I'm seeing if I'll be able to go stream it, react to it and everything. Like I already signed up, I'm pretty much like accepted to be an official co-streamer, not that you need to be one if you wanna, like, you know, have a live reaction stream to it or anything, but the schedule might be a bit complicated for me, so I'll see if it's possible, but I'm trying to make it happen. It's gonna be like, it's on Tuesday, opening night, because it's an event that runs several days, but you know, opening night live, the big event on the stage, Jeff Keighley, you know the drill. We did Summer Game Fest not that long ago. And now it would be Gamescom. But again, we'll have to see the schedule. That would be one thing. Another is that we have a collab with Alluring coming next week. I think it's okay to say it now. For the Moonfire Fair. Just stay tuned for the full schedule for that when it happens. Or at least it's right now planned and everything. And also, if it all goes to plan, according to Keikaku, then we also will have an even longer F14 stream because we have the group content for this batch 4.4. That's what we're gonna do right now for Hildibrand. The 4.4 content for even further Hildibrand adventures, but next week would be the group content. And then for Pokemon, starting the Indigo disc. To say nothing of maybe moving the Uma Musume stream for next week. I was hoping not to like completely call it off yesterday, but it just needed to be like that. Let's launch F14 now while I'm yapping. Haven't touched it at all since last week. And that means I probably have some Cacpot tickets to redeem. They might be expired, I don't know. Sometimes I forget. It feels like I haven't checked it in forever or something. And like, I don't know. Let's just see how things are here. One day we finally will see the Shadowbringer screen. Yeah, it ends up taking longer than I wanted to. Not in a bad way necessarily, but yeah. Oh yeah, let's wear a different outfit for the Hildibrand adventures. Let's switch to Dark Knight, be equipped for that. Any combat I do will be as Dark Knight. If there's any combat. I can see some combat for sure. One day. Safe to say Endwalker is not happening in 2025 at least. No, at least, you know, let's have Shadowbringers happening in 2025. And whenever... What would it be now? 8.0, right? The expansion after Dawn Trail. When that comes out, let's see where I am in the game. There's a catch-up. Like, we actually are not as far behind as I thought at the rate this is going. Which means that we could actually catch up on paper. In terms of MSQ and all that anyway. Yeah, I still have a specific plan for all this. For this Ithaca, this journey. What did I say before? It's about the journey, not the destination and all that. That doesn't mean you should take Eternity either. I'm thinking of Sid Meier's Civilization now. I'm not going for a marathon length game. But it's not a standard speed game either, maybe. It's certainly not a quick speed. There's 4 speeds there. There's quick, standard, epic, and marathon. I guess we're somewhere between standard and epic. Not really one or the other. But no marathon either. I've only ever played like one Civilization game in marathon speed, and I couldn't even finish it because it ended up crashing. And I'm almost certain I wasn't even using mods for that game, so I don't know what the blazes happened. It was a game as... I think they literally just called the Civ Hawaii in Civ 5, but That one, it was an island map to take advantage of the saves and benefits and everything, and like at some point it just didn't continue. I couldn't continue it, so yeah. I should prefer Epic over Standard Marathon. I prefer Epic mostly as well, Mist. But, well, I haven't played Civ in a while now. I want to, but, you know, time and everything. Even if you can kind of multitask with it. But lately, even though I haven't played it lately, but, you know, when I last played it, it had been more standard speed. Marathon is unbearably slow. It's worth trying at least once. But it's kind of funny because I couldn't even finish the game. Not because it was too slow, but because it just crashed. Otherwise, I really would have tried to keep it going and going and going. But anyway. And I was mostly thinking of Civ 5 and 6. I don't know how it is in 7. I digress. Let's go to the gold saucer. Yeah, I still forgot. You can have a bunch of Phoenix Downs now. There's vendors that sell it now, I imagine. I should see if maybe you should stock up on them. You never know. Especially doing group content next week. But, I'm forgetting myself here. Hold on. Forgetting how to do things in the game. It's been so long. It's been 1 week. That's actually quite long. I get rusty so much in games. Standard is too fast. Eventually you start researching everything in one turn, even on standard. Yeah, what I like about Epic Speed is that there's always a point in every Civ where there's a unique unit, right? Whether that's, I don't know, a regular knight unit being replaced by unique knights, unique to that Civ, or some unique worker. They tend to be tied to one specific era, right? And I want to, like, quote-unquote, take advantage of that, really feel the full potential of that unique unit or building or whatever, in whichever era it is, and that may not happen as much in Standard. Maybe I create one unique cavalry for this Civ, but then I never really get into combat with it. I don't get to do much with it. Turns pass and I never used it, really. I just had it there at some point, which is good, but yeah. You just replace that unique unit in 20 turns, been there, yeah. Because I just want to, like, I'm the, like, director at Kikawa in Uma Musume, you know? I want every Uma Musume to reach their full potential. I want every Civ to just show me everything they've got that makes them unique. Show me their fashion outfit, right? I'm the kind of maniac that likes to play a fighting game and just do the arcade mode with every character at least once. That may mean, however, that I'm not doing it in hard difficulty because I'm not gonna learn everybody to that point. Something like that, right, in Civ. To a much larger extent. Anyway, let's do the mini jackpot first. You know, I have been pretty consistent with Uma Musume, logging in every day. We didn't get to have the stream yesterday, sadly, but I did log in near the end of the day. Wow, look at that. 1800 MGP twice. Juicy rewards. Not so much the third one, but that was great. 3600 MGP plus over 3700. Aztecs are really fun in Civ 6 since you start with a unique unit. You actually get to use it. Which one was it? The Explorers? The Workers? I did play an Aztec game before in Civ 6, but yeah. It's been a while. And you know, I just put mod after mod after mod because I wanted more Civs. Eagle Warriors. Right. Yeah, I'm also thinking of Age of Empires 2 still for some Civs like that one. It's like, that's something they have in common, I guess you could say. Anyway. Jumbo Jackpot ticket. Random number first. Then today's date. Your mileage may vary, depending on your time zone. What to do for the third number, Taj Gang? Let me just have some coffee and a bit of water while we're thinking this. Oh, they're doing Anyway the Wind Blows. Anyway the wind blows. Since I already did a random number, I don't want to do this, but I'll do it, because I want to go for Anyway the Wind Blows. So, yeah, go through the dialogue. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, it's actually here in this stage, right? Or is it here? Yes. Na 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 na. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We're 20 minutes into the hour. That's why it's going on right now. Let me see if I can find a sweet spot. If this is not the sweet spot, then it's at least close enough. Wow, I'm surprised there's no one actually. So far anyway, but I've never in my life done any of these gates completely alone, I think. I have done Leap of Faith completely alone because maybe they patched it by now, but I don't know if you've ever had the glitch that you gang who just play F14 as well, where you started so soon immediately after the gate client or the person that teleports you to the Leap of Faith thing is there, and something about doing that just makes it so that you start with nobody with you. It's a bit lonely, you know? I gotta share the pain with others. But we have someone. I'm not alone, I'm not alone. I mean, Alfino, Wind Up Alfino is with us as well, so that plays a part into it. It's like the sweet spot. And the funny thing is, I didn't even pick it because other players were picking it. This tends to be like a spot most people go for. I just did it because I was like, okay, let me just pick a spot. Let's see. Okay, the one that makes me face the gate client almost in a straight line. As if the gate client is looking at me directly, encouraging me to do this. Look at that, just the two of us and our minions. Let's see how this goes. Anyway, the wind blows is fully RNG, though there's such a thing as a spot that maybe gets hit less. We're gonna get hit with this. Okay, I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna get hit, but the other player is not. One of the shortest games ever. Wait. Okay, that's interesting. I was curious to see if it would still be doing Master Typhoon's animations, everything. There's no players left. But it's still doing it. Omoshiroi. Alright, let's get out of here. Where was the next Hildibrand adventure, though? I didn't see where the next quest is for this. Actually, let me check the wiki just to be on the safe side. It's gotta be Kugane somewhere, but I just want to make sure I grab the right quest for this. Do it just right. Just give me a second here since I'm looking this up. Oh nice, we got the umbrella. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to all the group content that will be done. So it's gonna be one dungeon, St. Mosian's Arboretum Heart. Well, that's the plan for like all of it in one stream, right? It's going to be Hell's Keyer, a trial, part of the Four Lords questline. But the biggest thing is the Omega Alpha Escape raid series. Not only is it, you know, a bunch of raids with very pivotal cutscenes in between, but it's also the last part of the Omega story and raid series. So that will take the bulk of the stream. A huge bulk of it. But I'm also looking forward to the cosmetics in them. Yeah. I was actually not that impressed from... I think we can see it here, actually. Let's take a detour for Fashion Fantasy, as we do. As we tend to do. This is the Sigma Escape Black Mage outfit, right? Now, it doesn't need to be the... Yeah, is this one, right? No. Which one would it be? No, this is like the harder version of it, right? Omicron, I think it is. And I wasn't very impressed with it. At least when compared to what I'm wearing here. I'm more into something like this. It's not bad gear, but it's just not my thing. Yeah, it's this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, like, I'm appreciating it. Might as well put the accessories on. Omicron outfit. I know, I still wanted to do something off-stream here. Level up, bar to 70 at least. And finally getting one of these cosmetics, hopefully. This is nice. This is not bad, but I'm not going for this for sure. And then, well, might as well check what I would have as part at this level. Not that I'm gonna get there anytime soon, I think, but what would it look like? Usually this is for every physical range, DPS. Yeah, it's just pretty much another version of it. The boots do make it different. No, not the boots, the trousers of aiming. Interesting. In some ways, it's not that different, right? Now, as healer, as astrologian. When it comes to normal raids and the gear you get from them, it's the easiest one to grind for. Because you get the currencies, you exchange them, and it's so easy. You don't even need to be the class to have a higher chance, right, of getting the item. Yeah, I'm not that impressed with this thing, and it's not gonna be dyeable. The harder version of it, right, would have the dyeable one? Yeah. Like this one here, for example. And even then, I don't know if I would like how it looks with some dyes. It's only one dye. I'm really not that impressed with this gear. Personally speaking, I'm not saying it's objectively bad. I'm just saying it's not... doesn't match the excitement I have for the final part. I'm more into the Sickness-scape gear. And yeah, it was for the Alpha-scape, was it? No, not the Alpha-scape, the Delta-scape. The first of the raid series, right? It was also more Eastern-based things. I wasn't actually that impressed with some of them. They weren't really my thing as much, but let's also check what I would have as Monkey. They're what they should be, though. It's not like I need to get every cosmetic piece ever. It's part of the selection I have. I mean, I'm getting it for cosmetic purposes, not for their gear. That's actually kind of nice, but yeah, I don't see myself going for this either. And then for tank, which for me would be a Dark Knight. And then there's a weapon that would match this, right? But yeah, that's another story. If we had just tons more glamour plates, or maybe even before we get there, hopefully one day we get there, I would go and start like farming the coals of Bahamut for gear, because there's some really nice gear there. Well, I'm level 86 as Black Mage, so I could do it as Black Mage for sure. Farm a bunch of things like that, cosmetics in that way. I can solo them pretty much. Though there may be one or two that can be soloed even like this, I'm not sure. But yeah. Pardon me. There's been a few Wondrous Tales that have made me do it. How are we doing with Wondrous Tales? Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. If it was expired or not, but I'll bother with that some other time. Now is not the time to go and renew that. Mostly I'll want that to get my Bard self to become level 70. Again, I still haven't even started Bard. I have Archer sitting at level 30. I'm getting rustier and rustier in those skills. But anyway, it's time at last. Hildibrand has been kept waiting for a while. The same with Nashu. Shigure, the Black Heart Beneath. We reached a very conclusive note when last we left off with them. But now... okay, I'm gonna do something. I did this before for Hildibrand stuff. I'm going to read the text for that quest. Let me see because it's here, right? But only the one quest, because I did it for all of them last time pretty much. Let's see. Because yeah, or no, actually I might do two because it was those two from that batch, right? Let me see. Last time on the Hildibrand adventures. Just the whole thing with the makeup he had, and yeah. Let's see. Oh wow, this is really cool because wow, this is worth reading. This is so worth reading. Inspector's log is like Hildibrand's own writing? Excuse me? Okay, we're gonna have to read it in his voice, the voice I'm due for him anyway. Inspector's log. Just how long was I frozen in time? A statuesque vision of gentlemanly grace? Bah, no matter, for I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, am back in the game. And what a game it is, my friends, for in a far eastern town replete with intrigue, a dastardly wolf burglar preys upon the wealthy and powerful. Just deserts, some might say, but crime is just deserts. I think that's not a typo, I think that's intentional. Just deserts, some might say, but crime is crime, no matter the victim. Yeah, injustice is a cancer, and I am the barber's blade. Let me see. The rest of this I think is not his own writing, I think it's just the quest. Okay, yeah. The notorious wolf burglar of Kugane has struck again, and Shigure is eager to proceed to the scene of the crime. Inspector Hildibrand and his faithful assistant have likely already arrived ahead of you, but if you hurry, you may make it in time to prevent them from further complicating the situation. Contrary to what you had heard, the wolf burglar's latest attempt to steal a priceless treasure, the Soboro Sukehiro, ended in failure. The owner of the sword, Master Akebono, cursed this fortunate turn of events to his new bodyguard, Yojimbo. Though Shigure warns the wealthy merchant that the thief is certain to make another attempt, and offers to aid his men in protecting the sword, Master Akebono refuses. The young Ronin's further efforts to persuade him only dry his patience, and it is not long before Master Akebono storms off, eager to attain a prior engagement in Sanjo Hanamachi. Crestfallen, Shigure fears all is lost, but Hildibrand has never been one to give up so easily. Yet again, the direct approach ends in failure, as Akebono's man is unwilling to allow any but a Gaiko of surpassing beauty to see his master. Somehow these words spur Hildibrand to concoct an equally beauteous plan, the first step of which is to proceed to a nearby Okiya and speak with an acquaintance of Shigure's. The proprietress of the Okiya is not one to mince words, and so when Hildibrand implores her to clothe Nacho in her finest kimono, she refuses. A Gaiko's garments are her livelihood, and none would dare be so reckless as to lend hers to a stranger. For nothing. She demands a fee which Hildibrand is quick to offer to pay, only to find that he is without the means to do so. Fortunately, in his altogether brief time in Kugane, the inspector has gained insight into the Hingen mine. To wit, he has heard that one might impress upon a Hingan the depth of his conviction by removing every hair from his head. Nashu volunteers to do the honors, and in a flash she succeeds in shaving Shigure bald. The sight of which sends the proprietress into a fit of laughter. Shigure kinda looked better that way. Duly satisfied, she agrees to disguise Nashu as a Gaiko. Is it Geiko? I think it's maybe Geiko, or I'm saying it wrong one way or another. Geiko. I'm gonna say Geiko. Geiko. I have to think it's Japanese pronunciation in that way, but even then, well, I'm not sure. But anyway, she agrees to discuss Nashu as a Geiko, and shortly thereafter, you are ready to proceed to the next stage of the plan. The doorman is more than willing to let Nashu pass, albeit alone, yet Inspector Hildibrand's plan of surpassing beauty is far from finished, and it is not long before he too infiltrates the meeting, having made his best effort to disguise himself as a Geiko. Shortly thereafter, you and Shigure hear shouting, and rush to the room to find the wolf burglar in the act of stealing the Soboro Sukehiro, while the occupants bicker amongst themselves. Alas, with the aid of a smoke bomb, he makes good his escape, leaving you and your comrades at the mercy of an irate Akebono, demanding that you remove yourself from his sight. Though Shigure cares less and less for Akebono, he knows all too well that the merchant will not hesitate to use his influence to crush him should he fail to recover the Soboro Sukehiro. The wolf burglar must be found. Fortunately, the Ronin already knows where he might have fled. What was this again? Oh, it links the quest in chat. Okay. Then we got the blade mislaid. Is that meant to rhyme, actually? Blade mislaid. Yeah, I think it is. And I'm maybe only realizing until now. In the chaos and in nothing about this mentioned the shenanigans with Hildibrand disguising himself as a Geiko and Yojimbo kind of falling in love with his disguise for a moment and like, oh my gosh. Yeah, this only tells you so much. There's only so much they can say because already these summaries are long, right? But whoever has to write these, it's gotta be both a fun but also a very, what's the word? Tough is not the word I'm looking for, but very a job where you really need to lock in. Attention to detail. Maybe more than one person, but yeah. I mean, it's probably whoever also writes the quests, is the quest writer, whoever wrote these. May not be the same person as MSQ. And well, there's of course translation and all that, but anyway. In the chaos and confusion, so the blade mislaid. In the chaos and confusion of the theft, Shigure seized the blade from the wolf burglar, thinking it to be the Soboro Sukehiro. Alas, it was actually a common dagger, old and worn and of Doman make. Yet therein may lie a clue as to the whereabouts of the thief, Shigure believes. Having arrived in Yangsha, Shigure is momentarily at a loss as to how to proceed. Fortunately, your new comrade, Yojimbo, has brought with him Daigoro, loyal companion and good dog. After sniffing the wolf burglar's dagger, Daigoro woofs and bounds off towards Monsen, leaving the rest of you to follow. Once more, you find yourselves at an impasse. As Daigoro is unable to continue his pursuit, his senses haven't become overwhelmed by the stench of a nearby Namasu. Nevertheless, he has led you this far, and your companions remain confident that they may find the wolf burglar or some trace of his passing nearby. In searching the ruins, you come upon a Namasu in his death throes, who abruptly leaps to his feet and explains he is merely suffering from the world's worst hangover. A cursory questioning reveals that he may have seen the wolf burglar while he was deep in his teacups, a fact you share with Shigure and Hildibrand as they appear moments later. Due to the circumstances, the Namasu is reluctant to trust his memories to steer you the right way. His barbells, on the other hand, ought to do the trick. Curiously, but not altogether surprisingly, he directs you to proceed in the direction directly opposite the one indicated by Hildibrand's keen inspector sense, leaving you no choice but to divide your efforts yet again. Among a pile of irrelevant potsherds, you find what appears to be a pair of plot-relevant gloves. Odd, considering that you cannot recall if the wolf burglar ever wore them, but just go with it. Yojimbo too cannot recall the wolf burglar wearing gloves, but states that, for lack of any other possible lead, you should let Daigoro try following the owner's scent, since, for a mercy, the fragrant Namasu befuddling the dog's senses has exited stage left. Sure enough, Daigoro has no trouble tracking the scent, leading you and the others to the wolf burglar, whom you spy from a distance. Well aware of the thief's rather vexing propensity for running away, you let the dog take the lead, only to learn that all it takes to distract Daigoro is a shiny gold koban hurled with sufficient force. For the umpteenth time, the wolf burglar seems poised to get away, until Hildibrand, with all his grace and beauty, unintentionally fails the thief means of escape, allowing Shigure... How did that go exactly? What is it that happened exactly? He just kind of distracted him, and he distracted the mount that he was on, and something like that. Allowing Shigure to tackle him and finally bring the chase to an end. Afterwards, Yojimbo verifies the Soboro Sukehiro's authenticity and generously offers to take it back to Master Akebono, allowing you and the others to deliver the wolf burglar into the custody of the Seki Segumi. As the wolf burglar is carted off by the Seki Segumi, you hear him muttering about the true villain in your midst. It's gonna come into play. Before you can think on these words, Master Akebono arrives, eager to receive the sword, which it seems was stolen by Yojimbo in yet another twist you really ought to have seen coming. Before storming off, a furious Akebono swears to Shigure that, should the Ronin fail to recover the sword, he will ensure that his dreams go unfulfilled. Shortly thereafter, however, a certain Seki Segumi takes no small joy in granting Shigure that which he has dreamed of for so long, a place among the protectors of Kugane. His first assignment, to track down Yojimbo and reclaim the Soboro Sugehiro. As a new recruit, Shigure has little to no resources and must continue to rely upon you, Hildibrand and Nashu, for assistance. For their part, the inspector and his assistant are more than happy to oblige. The path that led him to this point may have been most strange and circuitous. Did I say that right? Circuit. It's like circuit. Circuitous. But Shigure is nevertheless glad to have walked it. Though he laments the loss of his hair, he holds out hope that the tonic Nashu promised to procure for him will restore it. Of course, he also hopes to bring Yojimbo to justice and secure the Soboro Sugehiro, if only to wash his hands of Master Akebono. What was it? The tonic that she was promising. That may be from the ARR Hildibrand quest, with the fellow that was bald, but he did grow the hair again. I don't remember the details of how that went down, but yeah. Okay, those summaries are long, but it's worth reading them. Here and there, we should keep doing it. In a way, warming up the voice. Yeah, look at Shigure. It's like at times it looks very right on him, he looks so good with it, but also at times it's like... It's one of those bald haircuts, a character you were used to seeing with hair, right? Then you see them bald and it feels like something is incomplete now. It's like the design is incomplete now. But maybe you get used to it. Oh, what the heck is this? What the heck is about to happen here? Alas, Shigure seems utterly devoid of hair and hope. Okay, let's go. What is gonna happen now? I'm still waiting for the scenes in which Hildibrand is actually somehow in a Seki Segumi. Anyway. You look well, Khaiden. I pray your adventures have not been too taxing. Oh, I was supposed to change my Dark Knight self, but I'll do it in a moment, if I remember. As for myself, the search for the Soboro Sukehiro, as well as Yojimbo, continues. Would that I could claim even a measure of progress. Ah, Shigure, there you are. Oh, I thought he was gonna make an entrance from atop a building or something. Good to see you both. We thought perhaps to find you inside, my bolt man, but I see you are here, and in the company of my stalwart assistant. Bald? You all people should... Having failed to seize upon new information of value, or even passing relevance, we were in the midst of reconsidering our investigative strategy. But tell me, Have you word of Jim and our missing sword? Oh yeah, Jim. Jim? Who is... Ah, yes, Yojimbo. No, as I was just telling Khaiden, I have made no progress since last we spoke. You seem distressed, Shigure. If you yet pine for your lost locks, then pine no longer, for we have brought you a hair tonic of preternatural effectiveness. Really? Well, that is actually a very considerate gesture. Thank you. Why not try it right now? What is about to happen? Okay, I think that scene where Hildy and Nash were wearing the sunglasses and there was like a glow behind them. Yeah, because it was like that last time. It was like a sunshine glow. It was... Oh, I gotta rewatch the damn cutscene. I gotta see if I can find it because it was just so damn good. But anyway. Aye, the sooner the better, perhaps. Oh, here we go. Wait, what? What is it? Oh, the Stalker? Wait, I forgot about the Stalker. No, it's not the... Oh, hello! Yeah, the Stalker is still after Nashu somewhere. It's gotta play into the story. Oh, we have the dapper zombie who's also kind of a wolf and... I say, to meet with Master Zombie Brand and his bosom companions yet again. Truly, the Kami have been kind to me. It's always a pleasure to see a man of the old horde. But were you not bound for Eorzea? Why are you yet in the Far East? Indeed, I had thought to return home and rejoin my brothers. And to that end did I call upon a local fisherman to secure passage. 'Twas from him that I heard a tale most fascinating, which compelled me to stay. A Funa Yurei, a far eastern variety of undead, had been seen wandering an isle shore. As my previous attempts to recruit fellow zombies had met with failure, I thought, why not broaden my criteria and appeal to this ghost in the spirit of camaraderie? Alas, it is a most elusive quarry. Rather shy, it would seem. I sought to learn more of the Funai Yurei by questioning the people of this city, but have been unsuccessful thus far. I see. I realize this is sudden, but in your inquiries, did you hear mention of Jim? Jim? I fear I have heard naught of that particular Far Eastern spirit, though to be honest, not all have been willing to entertain my company, perhaps due to my undead nature. It pains me to hear that in this world It pains me to hear that in this world there remain people prejudiced against the living impaired. You seek this GM, Master Zombie Brand? If so, I should be glad to help. Grateful as we would be, it might be wise to change your attire. The people's reluctance to speak with you may be due to your passing resemblance to a certain wolfish fugitive who, until recently, terrorized the city. Oh, how careless of me! I shall change it to something less conspicuous at once. I get the feeling it's still gonna be super conspicuous, but... Then it is settled. When at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us split up and speak with the men and women of Kugane. It's time for extraordinary inspecting once again. What about that tonic though? I guess Shigure is not using it yet. So that's it? Everyone is simply going to ask after Jim again. I mean, if it so happens to lead to something, that's all well and good, but... Let's see. Dairyumeaku said it also fits with the region even better, right? That's what makes it so good. And I ended up making this the Dark Knight outfit of the current arc, quote-unquote. Things will change when we get to Shadowbringers, but not immediately at the start. And there are some that are not tied to the current arc, quote-unquote. The current saga? Saga, I feel like is long... The current season, I used to say, but arc is maybe better for this. You know, it's meant to be something that came from the end of Stormblood or these patches. Dungeons, raids, and all that. That's why the Sigmascape Black Mage also was one I went for. That one I want to keep as a permanent outfit after we're done with this part of the story / game. But anyway, that's why I was obsessing with like glamour running, all these things. I still need to do more of the redrawing a lighthouse, though I'm not sure if I was gonna go for any of the outfits there, but anyway. Oh, you're also pursuing that Yojimbo fellow? The Seki Segumi were asking after him the other day. I'll tell you what I told them. I've never heard of the man. And just between you and me, even if I did know something, I don't know if I would want to tell them. What do you mean? You know the Kugane wolf burglar? The one they locked away? Rumor has it they intend to inflict upon him terrible punishment for his so-called crimes. Madness, I tell you, madness! Every single one of the burglar's victims were among the most notorious scoundrels of the city. Greedy merchants with no scruples whatsoever. What's more, everything he stole he gave to the poor and needy. And yet they decry him as a villain. Fools! Ah, Shigure is gonna have a crisis over this, isn't he? We need to make the Seikisegumi better. That's where Hildibrand also comes in, I think. He's gonna do some shenanigans. It's gonna be incredible. Let me guess, you are searching for a man named Yojimbo. The Seikisegumi questioned me about him not long ago. Very desperate to find him, they were. I doubt they will receive much help from the populace at present, though. Why, you ask? Surely you've heard. The Kugane Wolf burglar has been arrested. Despite what the wealthy elite would have you believe, he is no demon deserving of the harshest sentence. If anything, he is a hero to the downtrodden, having shared his spoils with the least among us. If you ask me, the Seikisegumi ought to take a closer look at the merchants he targeted. Akebono in particular has been at the center of many dark rumors. They did arrest a merchant that had been targeted by the wolf burglar recently. It was the auctioneer, right? They gotta look into it further. Okay, thank you for the lurk from the shadows. And good luck with the tier 1 raid, missed. Anyway, in light of the wolf burglar's attainment, many are less than willing to aid the Seikisegumi in their activities. And unfortunately, if they suspect you to be working with them, you too may find your overtures rebuffed. Do we have any reason to want to return the sword, though? Who gets the sword back? Certainly not Master Akebono at this point. We shouldn't return it to him. Yojimbo, you say? The name does ring a bell. Ah, yes, now I recall. The Lupin fellow was asking after him as well, though that was some time ago. He's since been detained by the Seikisegumi. The Lupin, not your Yojimbo, that is. Not that I can imagine why. He's no criminal. Why, when I told him of how my mother had taken ill, he gave me the koban to purchase her medicine, without my asking or anything. They say he's done terrible things, but a man like that... No, I refuse to believe it. If there's any justice in this world, he'll be set free. Honestly, I don't know if we really got an idea that things were like this before. We saw Akebono isn't exactly a saint, nor the auctioneer. It wasn't Akebono, right? It was a different person. The auctioneer. Auctioneer? Auctioneer? Is the right term? Auctioneer would be more like the person bidding. A bidder, right? Maybe not, but... there was an implication that Wolf Burglar is maybe not really that scoundrel like that, but yeah. We gotta set him free then. This will be interesting, this will be interesting, this will be interesting, because Hildibrand is involved, so like... Okay, this is the outfit that he went for, huh? Okay. I see. And what have you learned, Khaiden? Apparently, a certain Lupin we know very well is rather well loved. Huh. I had no idea the plight of the wolf burglar weighed upon the minds of so many. What exactly did they say? It's a Robin Hood figure. A hero to the poor and downtrodden. A criminal who simply gave away his hard-won spoils. This is all quite unexpected. I gotta wonder how bad the situation is with the Seikisegumi, because when they accepted Shigure, they seem nice enough, you know, the person that accepted him. Who is actually corrupt in here? How will the Seikisegumi react to knowing all this? Do they know about it? Let's keep finding out, let's keep finding out. But whatever aspersions they may cast upon his victims, the law is the law. Even disreputable merchants are deserving of fair and equitable treatment. To ignore their plight is to let the mob decide their fate. Ah, that's a good point though, but... That said, to hear that some may withhold information in protest is cause for concern. As a man of the Seikisegumi, I cannot help but feel conflicted. If I may, Shigure, it might be best to dress in less conspicuous clothing, at least for the time being. I hate to say it, but that is a sensible suggestion. Surprisingly. Perhaps I should make use of my old kimono. Yet even if I were to do so, my face is already known. They would mark me as a Seikisegumi, and perhaps even resent my attempts to deceive them. Use the tonic! Use the hair tonic! It's just gonna grow in a silly way, isn't it? I've got an idea! Why not ask the wolf burglar? If he's so popular with the people, who knows what secrets they've told him? Ask the wolf burglar? both he and Yojimbo had the signs on the Soboro Sukehiro, then it's possible they might know one another. Well done, Nashu! I was but mere moments from reaching the self-same conclusion. Yes. It's settled then. Let us go and question the prisoner without further delay. Yeah, my outfit just fits so well, I think. I think it works. It helps that our zombie friend here, the zombie gentleman, is also in a sort of armor like that. In a heavy armor look, you know, with chainmail and stuff. We look like a party that is gonna go into a dungeon. Maybe Hildibrand and Nashu are dressed a bit strangely for that, but I mean, I've gone in with an idle outfit and things like that, but, so yeah. Greetings and well met, comrade. If I might have a moment of your time, that we might ascertain the whereabouts of the fugitive Yojimbo. We wish to speak with the Kugane wolf burglar. Will you permit us to enter? It's an interrogation. Certainly, Shigude. If it will aid you in your investigation, follow me. Segumi turnkey. Turnkey means they literally turn the key there. It's like saying gatekeeper, kind of. Yeah, how have they been treating the wolf burglar? Because, ugh. Let's find out. I like that everybody else is also able to be here. I don't know, the Segumi I don't think are bad. If they get clarified about the situation. This music is not good though. I trust you are enjoying our hospitality. I come bearing questions. Questions, eh? For little old me, you say? Following your arrest, the Ronin Yojimbo absconded with the Soboro Sukehiro you stole from Master Akebono. He remains at large. We have reason to believe the sword was his objective all along. Given that it was yours as well, I thought you might know something of the man and his motive. Everyone knows that sword's worth a bloody fortune and then some. I don't think Yojimbo took it for that reason, or maybe he did actually. But finding a buyer for a masterpiece as famous as the Soboro Sukehiro, especially after word of its theft has spread far and wide, well, good luck with that, says I. Why, they surely have to avail themselves of the services of certain disreputable folks with whom I happen to be intimately acquainted. I'd be happy to introduce you, lot, as soon as you set me free. What? Absolutely not. That is out of the question. Then we got nothing more to discuss. Best be on your way. Now, Shigure, let us not be too quick to judge. If the goodly men and women of Kugani are willing to trust in his good intentions, then perhaps we should as well. I wonder. An awful lot of people were willing to vouch for his character. If what they say is true, then it would be wrong to see him hanged. I will propose to my superiors that you be temporarily released into our custody for the purposes of our investigation. Should you abide by the terms of our arrangement, you may receive leniency. What say you? I say you got yourself a deal, Baldy. Will they even consider my proposal, though? The deliberations alone may prove time-consuming. And if they refuse... Remind me, Nashu. Do you have that hair tonic on you? Wait, what? What are we about to see? What are they about to do? I sure do, Inspector. What? Oh my god. Here we go. Now's as good a time as ever to try it, don't you think? This is more than just... Okay. Honestly, Hildibrand might be up to something super clever right now. Hildi and Nashu. Here, in the Gaol, well, far be it from me to refuse. Remember to use the whole bottle, my good man. Pour it over your head until not a single drop remains. Oh my god. How can I get those sunglasses? I need them. Hey, the Moonfire Fair right now. We're gonna be doing that with Allurin soon. The cosmetics are all like beach, well, not beach necessarily, but swim gear theme. Surfer, I think it would be more oriented to that, but I could see, you know, what you're wearing there, I could see you being at poolside. Nowhere near the beach, just a pool, right? But swim gear oriented. Makes sense that at some point you'll have a Moonfire Fair that has that as a theme. We've had like the water park always be part of it, or at least for a while. My first experience was always the Sentai thing, wasn't it? Yeah. So I always associated with that. Of course, I should wear the outfit. But when we get the new outfit, I'll be putting it on. Should be dyeable, hopefully. Anyway, that seems rather wasteful, but if you insist. It feels strange, like my scalp is... Oh! By the kami! Wait a minute. Shigure, are you alright? I heard you shouting. Uh-oh. Ah! The light! It binds them! There are too many! Wait, what's going on? Oh my god. Let's go. Hildi! You maniac! Oh my god! And turn and flex and shake and bounce. Oh my god, how did he even do that? Oh my god. Perfection! Rejoice, my goodly burglar! Rejoice, my goodly burglar, as I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have liberated you from your unjust imprisonment. He looks amazing with the glasses on, with the shades. Nashu as well. It fits them so well. They switch places to oh my god. Now see here, Inspector! Wait a minute. But it can't be pinned on Shigure really, right? He looks great though. Meanwhile, the zombie will pretend to be the wolf burglar. Huh? What happened? Has the prisoner escaped? But what about the hair though? Still in his cell, I see. But what in the world was that blinding light? Doesn't he see the hair difference? 1,000 pardons. One of my associates was carrying small explosives, one of which detonated unexpectedly. I, of course, bade her take the others outside immediately for safety's sake. I believe that explains that, yes? Yes? Right then, if you will excuse me. Doesn't explain the hair, but wait a minute. Yes, of course. Very good. Oh my god. Wait, when did Shigure regrow his hair? His hair wasn't like that either, but... Oh my god. That was genius by Hildibrand though. His brand of genius doesn't usually display like that, you know? It's more unintentional genius, if you will. Shigure looks great like that. Also remind me, I need to check my mail. I believe it's the submarine income that Mist sent me. I say sub income streaming on Twitch and I'm thinking of subscriptions. Hey, subscribe to me and give me your money. That gang, you've made so many, you know, Twitch payments possible. I cannot keep thanking you enough for believing in this superstar maniac. Let's keep doing great things as we continue here. Shigure looks great like that though. It looks even better. How he managed to escape undetected, I have no idea. I can but pray that our ruse will remain intact. The wolf burglar led the others into the waterways below. We should follow. He looks great, seriously. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know he could be such an ikemen. Also, you know what, let's go check the mailbox right away. So, I'm gonna do it from the Ethernet shard. Oh, it's right there, my bad. Yeah, the money has been good. I'm going to see if I can properly try things with the submarines myself. It's about time I looked into them a bit. I just need to like reread information about it. Again, Mist sent me info related to it. Delivery coupon. Nice to interact with the Moogle, the delivery Moogles as well. Thank you, coupon. There's also mailboxes, right? But usually it's a delivery Moogle because I'm out and about doing things like I am right now. Yeah, we teleport back to Raxa district. Actually, let me take a quick break as we're also reaching the top of the hour. We can roll 3 minutes of ads and get that out of the way. It's good timing here, I think. I'll stay here, right outside the Segumi area, and I think that will do. The situation with the wolf burglar is so hard for me to say it. It's kind of a mouthful. No, and I gotta slow down more reading dialogue. Like, I am naturally somebody that speaks fast, even if sometimes I stumble upon my words. Like, even my own words, not reading dialogue, but motor mouth, yapper, and all that. But, you know, ADHD and all that. But, I should slow down for the reading of some dialogue as well. Still in the learning process, but we'll be right back, alright, Touch Gang? I'll leave you with the lovely music of Kugane and the ambient sounds, of course, of FFXIV. Stay tuned. Omatase shimashita. Thanks for waiting, Daji gang. Give me a second here. So yes, let's continue with this. Yeah, now I see why this quest, or I'm starting to see why this quest is called the Black Heart Beneath. We come down here. Can I just drop from here? I guess I can't. No, we have to go down there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, and also we had that dungeon recently from here. That's what it was. Oh, interesting to be here now. Nice. Been down here before? If so, you might have met my friends already. A contemptible lot, all Kugane's cast-offs. If anyone's heard a peep from your quarry, it'd be them. Come on then, don't be shy. Have I met these people? I don't think so. What was the dungeon that we went to from here again? It wasn't Kugane Castle, was it? Yeah, I don't know these people. Oh, you're looking well for a rat, bastard. Takes a wolf to know a rat. Ha! To what do we owe the pleasure? And more importantly, how'd you slip free of the Seki Segumi's noose? With my dashing good looks and my silver tongue, how else? But never you mind that. I need information, Koshu. Do you now? Or is the Seki Segumi at your shoulder the one asking questions? Oh, should have changed the uniform. No need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me and I mean to return the favor. Eh, you mean you're helping him? Have you gone mad? Well, even if I have, it's nothing you and yours need worry your pretty little heads over. Give us a hand and we'll get out of your hair. Wolf's honor. Yeah, my outfit just looks so right here. And not a bad bunch, really. Most try to make it living on the straight and narrow. Some even had a mind to join the Seki Segumi like you, but were found wanting for this reason or that. When honest work's no longer an option, that leaves the other sort. The dangerous, the disreputable, the dirty. Somebody's got to do it, and so these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe they're not the cream you prefer to hobnob with, but while you're in their company, I'd ask that you comport yourselves with a modicum of civility. I should like to believe I have done just that. You'll forgive me if I've given you any reason to think otherwise. See, fast friends we all are. Right then, we're after a bloke what goes by the moniker of Yojimbo. Fair tell of the man. Yojimbo? No, can't say it rings a bell. Oi, any of you know a fellow by the name of Yojimbo? I'm kinda surprised. Well, there you have it. Might be different if he had a bounty on his head. What did he do anyway? Piss in the boogie's rice porridge? Ha! If only. Stole the Soboru Sukehiro, he did. Bugger me, that's a beauty. Wonder why though. Finding a buyer even through the black market would be a challenge and a half. And if he'd even put out the word he was looking, we'd have heard about it by now. He wants the sword itself. He doesn't want... No, he did say he appreciates the sword for what it is or something like that, right? He's not gonna sell it. But to come all this way and leave with nothing... Here, let's not call it a day just yet. Assuming this Yojimbo didn't steal the sword for the challenge, there's only two reasons he'd take it. To sell it or to keep it. And if it's not about the money, then I doubt this is his first prize or his last. Ah, there you are, Inspector. Hark! My keen Inspector sense whispers and speaks of a thieving collector of swords. Yes, there can be no mistake. There's shades of Greg Gilgamesh in here too. Aye, what he said, I suppose. If he's a collector, then only the best will do. Which means his next target might be... Oh, I don't know, the Ame no Murakumo? Wait, the Ame no Murakumo? But I thought that was nothing more than a fairy tale. Do you mean to say the fabled Sword of Eld actually exists? I don't even remember. Okay, this is... Oh, wait, is this related to Susanoo? This was the sword Susanoo used on me? Yes, I've seen it with my own eyes. A giant kami tried to kill me and my friends with it, but I deflected the blow. You what? I have so many questions. But first, where did this all happen? It's the revelries, isn't it? It's gotta be Susanoo. House within the conjuring of the Red treasure vault, eh? If that's the case, then... Oh, yeah, okay. I was right, but also other things are coming back to me right now. Well, this makes it even better. If Susano actually appears, I'm gonna go nuts. It's gonna make something already gold, which are the Hildibrand adventures, into platinum. Nah, it already was platinum. It's adamantium, it's mithril, it's... it's beyond any of this. House within the conjuring of the Red treasure vault, eh? If that's the case, then it seems to me you ought to continue your search in the ruby scene, no? Very well. It might well be the best place for us to look. In that case, let us brook no further delay and head to the Ruby Sea at once. There you go. Ah, amazing. Extraordinary as always. Hildibrand Manderville. What was his full name again? Hildibrand something 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 Manderville. Anyway. What do they all have to say? If his legendary sword's unlike your man's after, he could do a lot worse than the Ame no Murakumo. Thanks for the help. Sasanami. I've seen her before. Piss on those sexy gimmick clowns. They started out the same as the rest of us, grubbing in the dirt. When I look at them all acting all high and mighty, makes me want to puke. I feel like I've seen her before in that name too. I can't wait to get back out there so I can enjoy the sun and the surf. It is the Moonfire Fair, what we have going on right now, so good time for that, Nashu. It's like I said, they're good hearts, each and every one of them. Sometimes fate deals you a bad hand, and you got no choice but to make the most of it. Come, my friends, the Ruby Sea awaits. To think that the Ame no Murakumo is not only real, but that it was brought to bear against you and yours by a kami of unfathomable strength. In any event, we now know where we might search, the Ruby Sea. Before I may leave, however, there is a matter of great import to which I must attend. Well, perhaps great import is something of an overstatement. I speak of the inspector's earlier advice concerning my garments. I will meet you at the Ruby Prize after I have changed. Pray, go on ahead without me. I insist. Something feels a bit fishy about the way he's going about that, but... okay. Alluring, alluring! Thank you for lurking. That's an emote that signifies you're lurking, right? Yeah, always good to have you, alluring. Good swords, good dogs. Truly there is no rest for the righteous, or whatever term one might use to describe Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian Manderville. There we go, I was just talking about it. What was the full name? And immediately the game tells me. Ah. Serendipity. Serendipitous. The stars aligned again. All set for another trip into the glittering westward expanse? I know I am. Have your stream up at work while also playing Mamusume? Why am I not surprised, you maniac? Let us hop aboard the next ferry to the Ruby Prize and wait for Shigure there, as he requested. Come along. The Ruby Prize is best if we teleport from here, actually. I think if it's the place I think it is, we should find an Ethernet shard. And it should be from here. Rather than teleporting to the Ruby Sea and flying towards it. I think it's actually better this way. I went there many times for Kojin, Ally Society quests. Yeah, if we have extra time today, that's what I was planning to go for, I think. I still need to do them off stream, get to a point where we have the next part of the main story for those things, and then boom, that's what we do on stream. That's always been the plan, but, well, gotta make my Taiki Shuttle 100 times stronger since I now know you won't be using her anymore. Shut up. Shut up! This maniac, called the Lurin Direstrom, shared an insane song with me that supposedly competes with the Bakshin O song. Taiki took over the United States national anthem, and it's insanity! Not the good kind this time, not the good kind! And so yeah, maybe I shouldn't have Taiki Shuttle as a guest inspiration anymore. Enough of that. But yeah, I was right, the Ruby Prize right here. But alright. Yeah, there's a Kojin Ally Society daily quest that makes you come back here a lot. You trade for some pearls with the East Alderney Trading Company, right? You collect them and then you deliver them. Yeah. There you go. You ought to be here any minute now. I can't wait. If you have the sword and sold it, What would you do with the money? Just out of curiosity, I won't tell anyone. Well, I will be saving that for housing lottery, maybe. Depends on how much it is. Or for cosmetics. I'm at 7.5 million plus right now. In large part thanks to Mist with the submarine income. But alright. Oh, it's Shigure! Over here! Over here! How will Shigure look? Oh! Oh my god! He looks amazing! Of course I like an outfit like that, but... Dude! He's getting... By the kami. I thought you were someone else at first. Dude, what a glow up my boy has had. He started out so humble, so simple. Now he gets that blonde hair. What about the facial hair? Did he make it match? Dude. Shigure, keep this outfit permanently, my dude. Oh, I think we're gonna see him in the future permanently like this. And I hope I can get this outfit as well. I would love to wear it myself. I want this outfit so badly. What a glow up. Are you kidding me? Wow. Maybe I should consider blonde hair as well. Alternate color palette, huh? Dude, what is going on with you, Shigure? That's so cool. Well, since it was suggested that I should wear something other than the garments of a Seki Segumi for a time, I think he's not gonna stay with the Seki Segumi, and this will become his permanent outfit somehow. This whole Hildibrand quest was so good. Wow. I feel like, and also I feel like I've seen Shigure somewhere before. This Shigure, but anyway. I paid a visit to Koganedori and purchased something completely unlike my usual attire. You play it as ninja and it fits so well. Yeah, I can see that. It's quite the change, but very much for the better, if I do say so myself. Indeed, Inspector, indeed. I didn't realize it could be so fashionable. Yeah, the funny thing is, the Koganedori markets is what he mentioned, right? I've done the exact same thing he did. I went and purchased things for the cosmetics alone. Not for disguise purposes, but just for outfits. Just for outfits. A couple of my mannequins I think are wearing things I bought there. It was a lot of gil though. I wasn't kidding when I was telling the wolf burglar right there. I may just spend all that gil on fashion fantasy instead. Damn it, it's a good expense. Or crafting. Yeah. Fashionable. Please, Nashu, you give me too much credit. He's becoming badass in so many ways. It's amazing. I'll say, that get up with those Zori, I don't see that becoming a trend. The Zori maybe don't fit that well. Yeah, I agree. But the rest of the outfit is amazing. Still so good. Not that it matters. We didn't come here to mess about, eh? We got a collector to catch. Assuming he's after the Ame no Murakumo, then we got to get to the Isle of Zeki. Any ideas? Seriously, of course I love it a lot because of the colors too, but damn, that is good. That is beautiful. They wouldn't just sell it in the Koganedori markets, would they? Fashion in an F14? No way! No way. We gotta get more than 20 glamour plates. I'll just keep saying that. My Ryumeku armor though, still good. By air or by underwater passage, eh? Bit more tricky than I thought. Without the blessing of the Kojin, the latter seems almost impossible. What about that bird of yours? Montaro, was it? After what the inspector did to him, ha! He'll be keeping a wide berth, I reckon, assuming he's even fit to fly. It was a somewhat traumatic experience for all involved, aye. Forgive me my bluntness, my wolfish compatriot, but it occurs to me that we have yet to hear your motives for attempting to steal the Soboru Tsukihiro from Master Akebono. You know, Goju say that selling such a blade would be extraordinarily difficult. It's not stealing to take back what was stolen. That black-hearted bastard Akebono prized it from the hands of its rightful owner. Ooh. He was a humble samurai who lived a humble life devoid of most luxuries. A righteous man who'd never turned his back on those in need. Certainly not a young Lupin boy who'd fled Doma during the occupation. The two lived as father and son, with few comforts save each other's company. Oh my gosh, okay. You can get that XR armor. I believe you get it from the Samurai class quests. Ah! So I'm not getting it. it seems. And then one day a merchant came calling, asking after the samurai sword, asking him to part with his one prized possession. But a sword is a samurai's soul, and he'd sooner die than sell it, even for a fortune. But yeah, I think this does mean Shigure is a samurai. Also, if we were to give him a job, a class. I mean, a job as in class. He has a job with the Segumi now, but you get the point. Just pick a samurai, easy! Not as easy as you make it sound. But the merchant, he's not the sort to go quietly into the night. He changes tack and worms his way into the samurai's affairs. Small sums at first, but bigger, then bigger. Before he knows it, the samurai owes the merchant a veritable mountain of coin, and so he pledges his blade as collateral. The samurai worked day and night to reclaim his honor, but while strong in spirit, he was weak in body. He fell sick, and soon after passed away, leaving his looping charge alone in this unjust world. All this time, you were only... He left Kugane for a time and returned years later from Yangsha, having learned the ways of the shinobi that he might honor his adoptive father by helping others as he had helped him as a child. A chivalrous guise for a personal vendetta, perhaps? More than anything, he yearned to reclaim the samurai sword, the last surviving memento of their time together, that he might wear it with pride. All this time, Master Akebono was your main objective. When you broke into his shop in the Raksa district, you were searching for the Soboro Sukehiro. You kept a close eye on him, even as you continued to target other disreputable merchants, that you might drive him to take additional measures to protect the sword, knowing that in so doing, he would eventually reveal its location. I wouldn't have reason why she would have just reasoned. Then it is settled. The Soboro Sukehiro must be returned to its rightful owner. Hey, if it's so hard for people to reach the Isle of Zeki, how is Yojimbo planning to get there? That I do not know, but regardless, if he was headed there, someone must have noted his passing. I say we question the parties of Sakazuki and see if any have observed a traveler resembling Yojimbo of late. We are of the same mind, Shigure. To Sakazuki, post-haste. The way these quest lines go... In the middle of the shenanigans, there's also all this too. Sakazuki, maybe I should say. I unintentionally got one of your viewers into Wuthering Waves, my goodness. Okay. The way you phrase it, though. Okay, I mean, hope they're having fun, but alright. You maniac. No, but hope you're all having fun with it. Woo-wee. I get enough waves in this ocean right now, thank you very much. Blue ocean, blue ocean, blue ocean. Blue ocean, blue ocean. It's the season for that sort of thing. Original song. It's part of Alternative Idol Constellations. Just look it up on YouTube. Alternative Idol Blue Ocean or Blue Ocean Constellations. You might get it as a result. I have it linked somewhere there on my YouTube channel, though, in one of the playlists. Let's see if we have any mending to do, by the way. Yeah, I could check more than just my equipped armor, but we'll leave it at this for now. Oh yeah, somewhere we have the entrance to Heaven on High here, right? Or... no, wait. No, I'm thinking of another area here. Never mind. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Ah yes, Blue Ocean, because it's a summer song. It actually released late into the summer of last year, but... was September? Hasn't been a year yet, but it will be soon. But now, yeah, it's high season for that. Honestly, and composed by Keisuke. He didn't sing in the song this time, but he produced it and allowed us to sing everything he did for the song there. And for that, we are infinitely grateful and hope we did it great justice. But yeah, honestly, I think he looks better in his new outfit than the Seki Segumi one. I know, Nashu, I know. I think we all think the same thing. Now then, I saw a blue quest marker here somewhere. Well, might as well keep talking to everyone as I try to find someone to question. Look at him, he looks amazing. I guess the shoes, the footwear does need to change, but we'll see. Who could have guessed that the wolf burglar would have such a tragic backstory? Maybe I misjudged him. Yeah, he is gonna have to leave the Seki Segumi, but that's such a shame if the Seki Segumi ended up being that terrible. The viewer is humpy? Okay. You didn't have to say if you didn't want to. That's why I wasn't asking. But alright. You absolute maniac. Not just a viewer, is one of my moderators. Wielder of the Emerald Sword. What have you done? Next thing we know, I'll hear that you got somebody into F14. Ah, wait a minute. But yeah, it's fine. Let's mount up just to... Ah, wait. I think we found someone. I gotta see what Hildy has to say. Come, let us commence the questioning. After you. Oh, I remember you. Looking for more dead men? Not this time. A rail-thin samurai with a white-brimmed hat and oversized geta. A traveler like that would not escape my notice. Which is to say, I'm confident I haven't seen him. Sorry to disappoint you. Not at all, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. As I said before, my good man, when at first you don't succeed, make inquiries again. Let us away. I wish the Lycan race was playable in F14. Oh, yeah. I can also see why they don't do that. I think they want to leave most, if not all, races to be humanoid enough, so that you may be able to share cosmetics. Not just cosmetics, but also, I meant more like features, body, facial features, to change from one to the other. Like, if I go for the least humanoid-looking Rogadin, by fantasiaing, I guess let's say it like that, myself into that, there's still a hairstyle that resembles it. That resembles the hairstyle I have right now, or the exact same hairstyle, just adapted to it, right? Already you've heard of things such as, oh, please give us Viera proper cosmetics, and the Viera get always neglected, and that would be more of the problem, I guess, but yeah. If it's about what I said earlier, forget it. Finding Yojimbo and the sword is all that matters now. Also, yeah, the Wolf Burglar's own outfit is also really cool. But man, when I finally get to Samurai one day, damn right I'm gonna go for that outfit as soon as I can. Like, by default it already has those colors, it's perfect. Also, am I high level enough? Yeah, I think I'm high level enough to avoid aggro with those. Not that I would have problems killing them or anything, but you know, we don't want to waste time with unnecessary battles. Let me see, because I'm just gonna fly over to see where I'm supposed to question someone here. Just wanna go all the way, I'm running into the ocean. Just wanna follow my heart. Wait. Huh. I thought this would be a red Kojin we would question for this. This is an elite target. A hunt mark, whatever the name is. We want to avoid the hell out of this one here. Because a red Kojin, you know, it may have something to do with Susano and all that. Interesting. See you shining just like the star. Oh, there's a Heaven on High entrance? Oh, never mind. I'm running into the blue. I'm falling into the ocean with you. Just wanna dive in your waves. Tonight, let's go all the way. Onward and to the next potential witness, I say. Getting pulled away to do some stuff at work. We'll stop back in later if I can. In the meantime, have fun Hildibranding. Thank you, Luren. You have good luck at work, alright? Otsukai. Otsukai-sama. What was that? Lanky samurai with a large hat? As it happens, I spoke with a traveler like that. Had a talk with him too. Sure enough, he had a mind to head to the Isle of Zegi. Couldn't imagine why, what with the red being as unwelcoming as they are, and there being no place to dock a boat. I told him as much, but he shrugged it off and went on his merry way. Come to think of it, did I see that dog of his not long ago? On the beach below, wandering about, I hope he didn't abandon him. You have been tremendously helpful. 1,000 thanks to you. Surely the Kanaan in question is Daigoro. We must gather the others and search for Jim's beloved companion at once. What's going on with Daigoro? Nanda kore. Nani kore? The music already tells me something amusing is about to happen. Daigoro! Here, Daigoro! Oh! He came. It came. There's the greatest golden doggo. Oh, I think I see him over there. Wait. The animation already makes it funny. Uh-oh. Daigoro! Hey! What's up? Huh. Maybe he doesn't like us anymore? Now, you just got to give the pup the right incentive is all. It's gotta be gold, right? Incentive? Yeah. Come, Daigoro. Surely it can't be that simple. That's what Daigo likes. See for yourself. Yeah, the wolf brother knew that. Oh, here we go. That's how I'm gonna do the wolves, I guess. So that's all it takes to win him over, eh? A single Koban. Greedy little thing. Oh, Shigure. Daigo is a good dog. And now he will lead us to his master. I feel like maybe I should do the wolves lower pitch. There's heaven on high, by the way. Now I'm noticing it even more than before every time. Oh yeah, we still have the stream pending. At this point, it will be a stream dedicated to it. The same with Eureka. Jim! Good to see you. This is quite a fix indeed. Yeah, I hear the pitch I need to do. Daikuro, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to wait for me. Hildy? He calls him Hildy, huh? Jim, my good man. I mean, you're a rapscallion. You've nowhere to run. Cease your shenanigans and relinquish the Soboro Sukehiro at once. I will do no such things. Ever since I was bested by your tight-lipped associate over yonder, I yearned for an opportunity to redeem myself. And so I set about searching for stronger swords with which I might bring my everything to bear. I thought to claim victory with the Amino Murakumo in hand, but if circumstances demand we settle this here and now, then so be it. Yosh, ketchaku tsukeru. Oh, stay your hand, my friend. Though I know you only mean well, securing the swords is a grave responsibility which falls to... I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will resolve this conflict and reclaim the sword. I love this. Prepare to be amazed as the Soboro Sukehiro is delivered into my waiting arms. Oh. Daigoro! Oh, Daigoro! Come here and let Hildy give you a great big belly rub. Oh. Daigoro, you will do no such thing. I have the screenshot of that as a wallpaper right now, by the way. Let's go! What? Betrayed! I have it as a browser wallpaper for one of my browsers I use. Since I use Chrome quite a bit. I know it's not the best choice for some things, but like I never use it on stream because it gets heavy, but there are some extensions I have that are super helpful to me. But I have it as a browser background, and the way it positions things in like the home screen, it looks so good. Can't really show you obviously, but it looks so good with that screeny. Good to see it. Nah, the inspector does come from a wealthy family, so maybe he smells some money. Until you surrender the Soboro Sukehiro, I will give Daigoro the most furious of belly rubs, thereby depriving you of the pleasure. Such is my ultimatum. Daigoro, return to me this instant. Oh, fie on it. You win. The sword is yours. Oh, let's go. It actually worked. Is this the actual sword, though? It's gotta be. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. By the kami, I can't believe that actually worked. Inspector Hildibrand's powers of negotiation are most impressive. Oh, wait. What is it now? Oh, Daigoro. Oh, not what I expected. Oh. Mommy! He has other things that make him impressive. I mean, look at that. Who can run across the water like that? He's extraordinary. He survived Dalamud. I mean, let's not forget that. Ugh. Well, he'll survive this too, I'm sure. I thought... okay, back to Raggedy Hildibrand. Signature look of the Inspector Extraordinaire. Still looking dapper, though. Oh, he's gonna bury him. Okay, yeah. That's what I was expecting. I knew he was getting there the moment I saw the dirt and dust. Wait, where's the Soboro Sukehiro? The wolf burglar? I mean, it's his by right. He should get it. Right where it belongs. I'm starting to think maybe the whole tale was a lie. Surely he should keep it, though. That was the intent at this point. But the music makes me think it's not like that. Now I'm suspecting it was all a lie. It could be that the wolf burglar all along was also lying to people like, oh yes, I'm giving it to the poor and downtrodden, and here and there I do a good action like give a kid enough koban to purchase medicine for his mother, but I'm actually a bad guy. I don't know. But what was I gonna say also? I was saying something, I forgot. Let's continue. There's always some train of thought I lost. You fiend! Return it at once! That's far enough, all of you! Oh, the Seiki Segami followed us. Bugger me! Where did they come from? Chigure might be in trouble. Bah! This isn't over! Hildy, he's already out. Oh ho. I think I can see where this is going. Shigure! What is this I hear about you setting free a notorious fugitive? Explain yourself at once. He didn't set him free, it was Hildy who did it. Shigure looks great like that. But Shigure, well, you see, Inspector Hildibrand and I, in order to track down Yojimbo and the Soboro Sukehiro, we needed to enlist the assistance of the wolf burglar. To that end, we remove him from the gaol, temporarily, of course. We have every intention of returning him to his cell. He doesn't have any intention of returning. Yeah, I figured he would be gone by now. And how do you intend to do so when your prisoner has taken flight? His face. Shigure, I charge you with aiding and abetting a criminal in their escape. His face makes it look comedic. Be reasonable. You know full well that everything Shigure did was to achieve a greater good, to uphold the law of the land. We will return with the Soboro Sukehiro and the wolf burglar. I swear to you. Look at Hilda being so damn good. And I'm explaining something too. I understand you are his friend, but to make an exception would only compound the offense. No man is above the law, not even our own. See, when I think they're maybe about to become unreasonable, then they give me an explanation that's at least phrased to make them seem cool-headed enough that make me think they're not about to do Shigure an injustice, all things considered. I don't know. This fellow, oh poor Hildy. This fellow is the same fellow who arrested the auctioneer when they found he was in the wrong, so I don't know. Still, Hildy I think is somehow gonna join the Seiki Seikumi, so I don't know. I still have faith in them. But poor Hildy is heartbroken. Still, what are they gonna do? Execute him? Hang him? I don't think they're gonna do that. So it's gonna suck if I'm wrong about them and they are bad and First Yojimbo, then the wolf burglar, and now Shigure. It's so much quieter when it's just the three of us. What a miscarriage of justice to see our Shigure spirit away like a common criminal in complete disregard for the extenuating circumstances. They weren't completely disregarding it, to be fair, but yeah. Hildy is being so great right now, though. Love him even more. It falls to us to find a way to right this wrong. But this is no place to devise a plan. To Kugane, my friends! What happened to the zombie gentleman? Obviously they found he's not actually the wolf burglar, but I think we're going to find out eventually, I guess, but yeah. No, I'm liking the writing in this so far. I'm really liking it. Because I've seen unreasonable, quote-unquote, justice happening in F14. We've seen it in the MSQ, we've seen it in other places. This is really all level-headed so far. But it's like, it's teetering on the edge. Teetering? On the edge of truly becoming one of those infuriating injustices. Nice alliteration, I just realized. It's even better because it's more than just the first letter, right? So, yeah. It falls to us to avoid that from happening. That's the thing. There we go, back to being fully dapper. This time he changed. He usually doesn't change, even if he goes far away. He just stays raggedy, like that. He's so lonely without everyone else around. I hope they're doing alright. Yeah, what about the bloody stalker? We may be able to find him somewhere, actually. What is going on with that Lalafell that was stalking him? Her, sorry. Nashu. Not the inspector, Nashu. I mean, where Nashu is, the inspector is probably nearby, but sometimes you can find him even without going into a cutscene. And that whole thing, at some point, Hildy is wearing the Seki Segumi outfit for some reason or another. And I already saw a screenshot where there's shenanigans apparently happening. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Oh my god, this is gonna be... It's probably gonna be in the next quest. Not in this patch, but we'll see. Oh my good man, I hardly know where to begin. Ever since our return, I have been racking my brain trying to conceive of a means by which we might free Shigure from his predicament, but to no avail. By absconding with the sword, the wolf burglar has done us no favors, and yet I do not think his tale of the samurai and Akebono was a lie. My keen inspector sense tells me that the many threads of this tale are converging upon a single point not far from now, in which all truth shall be laid bare for all to see. I think you're actually very right about that, Hildy. My good man. Core, that's what I like to hear. And I agree. I don't think the wolf burglar is bad at all. Once the Seki Segumi realize that, they're sure to let Shigure off the hook, don't you think? I most certainly do, Nashu. Furthermore, I said that to hasten his most desirous of Pardon me. Furthermore, I said that to hasten this most desirous of resolutions, I must begin investigating Master Akebono at once. Hold the fort while I'm gone, my stalwart assistant. I don't know if I've noticed this before, but we know he's buff. He's pretty much as buff as his father, but can you see the veins on like his forearms? Are these the forearms? The arms here near the wrists? I never noticed that before. Oh well, I'm covering one of them, but like you can see one. It's like, how did I never notice that before? He's gonna be in good shape either way. He's running so much, he's flying so much, getting buried into the ground so much and still surviving. He survived Dalamud, as I said. I mean, Louis Swat didn't survive Dalamud. Hildibrand did. Like, seriously. Yes, sir, Inspector. I don't know what he's about, but I'm sure it'll be brilliant. Sure too. That will be for the next badge. Here comes a little teaser. Let's see what's about to come up. He's off for solo inspecting. Like, he's able to watch, to fend for himself. He's able to take care of himself, truly. Yeah, sometimes it's unintentionally in comedy, but yeah. Here's Akebono. I suppose this day was bound to come. No matter. Soon there will be nothing in this world beyond my grasp. Huh. The plot goes even deeper with Akebono's shenanigans, huh? I felt a dark presence nearby. I'm so curious to see how this is gonna end. It'll be a while before we do it, though. We'll do other contents in the other patches and all that. It's only part of 4.5. The Namazu are here to witness the rest of even further Hildibrand adventures. Let's see, let's see. Hildibrand will return in the past has never passed. Interesting. Let's see. What is gonna happen in the play today? No rhyme intended. Oh my god, I love this. She could have behind prison, but then the prison cell. There's a stalker. The shades. Oh my god, those sunglasses of theirs. They fit Nashu and Hildibrand so freaking well. See you, Inspector. So good, so good. Yeah, I still have that portrait of theirs, right? Or painting in my apartment. Yeah. I still should be on the lookout for more decorations for it. Speaking of spending my gil. What would I even decorate there now? Yeah, also I haven't done any more ventures with my retainers, right? Yeah, usually this is where I would check. Wait, I think did I send them on a venture or two? Let me go to my apartment then. that's it for the Hildibrand stuff today. We still have extra time. Let's do a few more things. Since there's only 2 quests released in the patch, right? But they can take a while. We could have definitely done them with the stream last week for MSQ. Ended up being 5 hours long. We would have gone for like 7 hours overall. Yeah, we have all the Moonfire Fair stuff, right? That's what this is. I can hear fireworks all over the place. Nice. That's what's always so much fun about housing areas. Let's go. But my apartment. There they are. Yeah, I could still place some things on the walls here and there. The wall above my bed. Yeah, this wall here, for example. Those 2 windows, I think, remain there. But when it comes to the floor itself, there's really nothing. There's really nothing to go for anymore right here, I think. Let's see. No, wait, did I have something to sell? Should I sell these things? What are they good for in recipes? Wait, what is this for? Okay, I might regret selling this, but I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. Enough, damn it. I'm going to sell these things. Okay, I can't sell the other thing. It's gotta be something super helpful for who knows what. This man's servant wouldn't happen to sell Phoenix Downs now, right? Oh, these are always meals. I should remember. I have some meals here that I can buy. And yeah, it's mostly decorations. I mean, it would be worth seeing more here. I probably have taken a look at all of them by now, but yeah, the astrological star map, apothecary mortar. Oh yeah, and actually I gotta remember, when I finally do start the bar quests, this will be the place for it. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna leave it off stream. This little thing here, I forget what it's called, but it's something where you place flowers. A vase, I guess. That is going to be replaced by the bar job crystal. And then it fits so perfectly with 5 of them, right? The 5 rolls, 5 jobs for 5 rolls. I was almost saying that to the rhythm of the music there, almost singing it with the song. Very nice. Shall we go and do some Ally Society quests then? Where should we go first? Let's go to Khaiden quests. For the Namasu, I would have to switch to Botanist. Still haven't taken any crafters to level 70. It's much more difficult. Well, I have a level 60 quest here still pending for Leatherworker. I don't have to do it necessarily to reach level 70 itself, but I'd rather do it too. But let's get a quest or 2 here. Because what were my allowances? 12. So we have the Ananta, the Namasu, the Khaiden, 3, that would be 9, but then there's also later tiers. Is this the one where I collect the pearls, where you go to the ruby prize? No, I think it's not. Wait, our merchants have been very busy. Oh, dry fish, a wooden bucket, and a fish basket. Okay, well, no, these are quests that, yeah, they're from a later tier. I just haven't done them in a while. Covers watch the shore and shoal rock. Okay, let's just keep going. You know what I need to do? I need to spend my tombstones of poetics as well. Let me go back to Khaiden for a second. I want to see what else I can spend it on. There's probably other things I should maybe try to... There were some other things that were pending. Some other armor or gear for other classes, especially for when Bar gets to level 70, but I'm not gonna bother trying to check that. I'm just gonna see if there's maybe some minion or orchestra or whatever. So it can be spent on something. We don't just remain capped and wasting it all the time. Let me see. No. Wait, where do we find the thing I'm looking for? Huh? No. Where could I find the... Strange. I could have sworn there were things that... I guess maybe... Oh, there we go. This is technically not a combat supply, but it's in the combat supply category. Okay, well, yeah. So, is these orchestrons? Yeah, the others are not with with this. These totems. Yeah, I can tell what they are. They are the... I can't remember if it was extreme or ultimate version or savage or whatever, but yeah, Shinryu, Byakko, Lunar. This is from Tsukuyomi. One of these has got to be for Susano. Yeah, Revel. Revel in Kamui, huh? And this one is for Sri Lakshmi, Susano, Shinryu, Byakko, and Tsukuyomi. The next one is gonna be Susaku for the Four Lords stuff. What is this from? Oh, yes, and then these orchestrons. I already exchanged the Delta Scape stuff. This is from the Alpha Scape. Okay. I should see if I can exchange that after doing that. I got that level checker replica. 1600 might seem like a lot of tombstones to collect, but I don't know which is which, but let's just acquire the first one. Yeah. Now I'm at 400 now. When next I do the bloody roulettes that give me those things, you know, it won't be wasted anymore. Among other things I do. What other things like Eureka itself also gave it, and yeah. Oh, also, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me collect Wondrous Tales. Wondrous Trial, I was gonna call it. Wondrous Tales Journal from Chloe. Everybody's favorite Mikote girl. Like little girl, I mean. Chloe Aliapol. She's great, isn't she? I'm saying that as if I were being sarcastic because it's funny, because most of the time that's said sarcastically, but I'm actually not being sarcastic. Wondrous, wondrous tales. This journal is old though. Please replace it for me. Whoops. I'm just trying to be so fast about it that I'm misclicking. This Wondrous Tales journal, let's see what it has. The usual level 1 to 49 dungeon, level 50 dungeon, 51 to 59, level 60 dungeon. The Labyrinth of the Ancients, Dunscath, Alexander, the Armor of the Father, Treasure Dungeons. I've yet to unlock that thing actually. The Howling Eye Extreme, Shiva, Ramu Extreme. Oh no, wait, this is Garuda. This is Shiva. Timid Baby. No, yeah. I gotta remember how the grind went as well. The deadline is for the 26th of August. What was the 26th again? It is Tuesday of the final week of August. But alright. Where was I going now? Oh, right. We were doing this with... Right. I had to go with a mountain. Help them with their mating process. With those, what were they called again? Rays? Stripe rays? I forget the names of things, but yeah. How did I do this again? Was I supposed to mount up? I'm forgetting. The Firebird down below. Yeah, that's got to be the Four Lords thing. Do I just go there? I thought it was like... I think that quest was literally called Feeding Frenzy, the one where you mount up one of them and help them feed on the things they feed on. I forget what they were, but like plankton. It's kind of like that. But anyway, it can be peaceful to do these Ally Society quests. Of course, if you're doing one where it's like crafter and/or gatherer, it's definitely gonna be that way. But it doesn't have to be to feel that way. So, what's going on over here? Blowing bubbles. Oh, we do it in the surface? No, never mind. Right. I think I've done this before, but I'm not sure. Search for the female stripe ray. Right. And we launch bubbles, we search, and this... Right. Yeah, actually tough to find her. She must be moving around somewhere. And I have limited movement. Nice. Great aiming right there. First try. I feel like an archer. I need to go back to archer and turn myself into bard. It's only fitting that I, a V-singer, pick up something like that, right? It's fun when you can find that identity of yours, right? Because... And then, you know, you apply it to the games that have that. Like, okay, I know what cosmetics I'm gonna go for in this game. I know what classes I'm gonna go for that fit me, if there are any. And if not, there's some that still can fit in a way. I can see how Monk fits me. I can see how others would fit me. Astrologian is obvious how it fits me. Black Mage maybe as well. But maybe not so much with Monk. Dark Knight, yeah. Yeah, it works well with me. Especially with an outfit like this, right? If you give me a sword like this one, yeah. And then, last but not least, Bard, right? Because I'm the kind of maniac that likes to try to experience everything at least once, every variation of something, if I have the time for it. If we have the time for it in our lives, because we are many cosmic minds combined to form a single entity on a higher plane of existence. We're all about every kind of superstardom. Every good kind, at least. It's not true superstardom if it's not good. And so, it's great. But then it's like fun also to like look at other MMOs and look at like classes that, you know what, this class might fit me best. This race for this character. So I'm probably gonna be an alcoholic in some way, as I am here in F14. This game does reward you for having multiple classes. Not an alcoholic in terms of multiple characters. I did do some other characters, but I haven't just really touched them in forever. But here, it really encourages you to have more than one combat class, more than one job. When eventually we get to the role quests and everything too, right? Star Wars: The Republic really encourages you to do at least 8 characters to see the full story, right? But yeah, I'm not gonna read the dialogue out loud. I'm almost certain I've done this before. Yay, we helped him. You go and do your thing. Don't show it here on the Twitch stream, please. It probably goes against TOS. Wow, right as I said that, there's a sussy shot. Whoa, okay. Whoa. Why are you showing that part? Oh, this armor, though. This outfit I'm wearing. Man. I gotta be careful with the camera angle. What are you doing? That's just not right. It's kind of funny. Just like shows my underwear underneath in a funny way. I think that's what it's meant to be. I don't know. Funny enough, I don't see that happen often with outfits here. That's good. That's a good thing, I think. But yeah. Obviously 15 elegant tombstones of poetics is not gonna be a lot, but let me see. Oh, can we... Wait, no. Wait. We can get out of here, but it's gonna get us into the water itself. Still, I need to fly up. I was thinking of teleporting elsewhere instead because... Okay, yeah. This will get us out. Because we go here. There we go. This is the first time I've done this, actually. Getting out of the water like that, getting out of the Kojin area like that, because... Last time I did it, I didn't have the ether currents. I haven't done these Allied Society quests in a while, have I? Anyway, it's good that I'm also over-leveled here, but... Shenanigans are gonna happen here, probably. I should probably summon Cosmo, but... You know, my Chocobo. Let's get reacquainted with the Dark Knight skills, shall we? I'm gonna summon Cosmo. I could use some healing. I don't know if I can get an Esuna from Cosmo. I think I do have him set to be a healer. Free stance, but... companion. Did I make you be a healer? How did I do it again? Well, whatever. Let's just leave it as it is. Yeah. I gotta keep shaking off the rust with Astrologian as well. Do more with it. Even if it's just single player stuff like this, even simpler. So, as I keep doing these Allied Society quests, I'll also be doing them as Astro. With DPS, I keep using them in group content so much. Like, still need to properly learn Monk. Learn it better than I have learned it so far, because I'm more winging it, but yeah. Multi-class mania though. Just seeing yourself in different outfits is always so much fun, right? That's why I think such as Pick Crew continue to be fun. Because even if you're not a VTuber, you'll have a look of your own maybe that you developed. And I mean, you know, you have an anime self or cartoon self, maybe. And that's a maybe. And from there, you know there's an appearance that you can keep using in a Pick Crew or a Fashion Fantasy 14. Animal Crossing, maybe, what have you, right? And then seeing the many dimensions of yourself. It's not just me who's multi-dimensional. It's not just me who's Tajigan, is it? All of you superstars, supernovas watching. You got your own dimensions as well. Multi-dimensionality, you'll find that's actually more common than you think. Okay, this time we are flying to Onokoro to come here. What was this about? I can't remember what that one was. Oh wait, we talked to customers and we're collecting things for the Kojin and yeah, okay. Let's go for it then. We got the hand. Yeah. I don't know what I was on the raid, but I just nuked everything. There you go. Talking about powerful classes and all that. The angle here is so silly. Man. The wind is blowing too hard for me. Oh no. Feels like it maybe should have something fancy going on there. Red Lord Master's strongest DPS clearly. There you go. But nice to hear you killed it as Lord Master in Lotra there. Oh man, I did the server transfers at last the other day, right? I think I mentioned it. And it just tempted me to log in. I will need to log into like... Server transferring always requires you to like get some affairs in order. Well, no, that's not the best phrasing, but like reshuffle some things in your vaults or I don't know. My house, escrow. It was already gonna be in escrow because I hadn't played it forever, but... Oh yeah, I think it's been 2 years now since I played. It was something like August 10th when I checked, and that was before August 10th of this year, and I wrote it down somewhere. I think I mentioned it there on the Discord server. But yeah. Also, yeah, let's see how much reputation we get with the Kojin here. But I know that just logging in is gonna be... Oh my god, like... it's gonna be a heavy thing. That makes it sound very... very grave. Not a heavy thing like... traumatizing, like... no, like in terms of nostalgia or in terms of wanting to play or in terms of all the catch-up I need to do. It's like... a lot is gonna be going on. That's why I can place it, I don't know. For now, let's focus on what we're doing with the Kojin. Yeah, the best thing to do is to do all the quests at once, then turn them all in. Instead of, you know, going back and forth. But with the first one we did, we were close enough that it was alright to turn it in like that. Yeah. Out of the allied societies in Stormblood, I think Kojins are the only ones... Kojin, I should say, are the only ones that have cosmetic armor for you to wear. Not that they all need it. But as nice as it would be to get that, I'll get it as soon as I can, I guess, you know? I'll exchange it. It will be one of the things I'm working towards, but at the same time, what glamour plate am I gonna have for that damn thing? What space will I have for that? Seriously. Yeah, I did some of these, quite a few of these maybe. How are we doing with that? Gotta keep the grind going, the same with the Ananta, the Namazu. I'm surprised about some of the numbers here, actually. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, if you focus on only one expansion's worth of allied societies / beast tribes at a time, then you'll be fine within your daily quest allowance. Here's only 3. There's no other one that's coming in the future. For Stormblood, I mean, certainly not for Stormblood. I mean, in the future of the future patches worth of content we're doing either, but yeah, I would have 3 extra, right? I can do math. 3, 6, 9. There we go. We would have 3 extra ones, and I think when you get to another reputation tier and you get the next quest and there's storyline, that doesn't take an allowance, right? But if it did, then I would still have what I need for that. It all just comes together because then they all connect with each other and like, injected in my veins. That's the sort of thing I love so much. When stories converge and interweave and interconnect. I'm all about that so much. But, my dear Taji gang, we are going to make it short and sweet today for our FF14 stream. I say it like that because there's another stream coming later today. And also why I think it would be good to keep it short and sweet. We could keep it going for another hour. 3 hours of stream would be nice and all that. But I think it's best if we leave it this way. Saving my energy and also getting to take care of some other things. Later today though, well, let me exit here. I think it's okay. I still mean to do more things off stream, seriously. Leveling up Bard and maybe glamour runs, things like that. But anyway. Later today, this will not be streamed from my point of view. This will be over on Observer Andrea's channel. I think her Twitch channel is literally spelled like that. I know the text is a little bit small. Maybe next time I have double streams like that, I'll bolden the text or change the font or something. But I'll link it on Discord. I'll maybe add everyone again, or I'll add here instead, so that it's not to add everyone's in one day. But yeah, we have more later today, and it's only in a few hours, really. I may have gotten the time zone wrong, but it shouldn't be that far away from that time, which is 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and all that. Is the second talk show interview we have this week. Isn't that great? E-Jan, C-K-Jan. So make sure you watch Bitrate Banter, hosted by Observer Andrea, where we'll be bantering about all sorts of things and all that. If you check Milan DDT's VODs over on their channel also, Milan DT, I keep saying it wrong, sorry, I think. You'll see the interview there until they upload it to YouTube. Which I know they said is something they're working on, to have more of those there and all that. But alright. Short and sweet, we leave it. A lot can still be done in 2 hours of stream. I've come to learn that in so many ways. I do try to go for like a 3-hour minimum most of the time, but if there's any day for this, it's today. I think the Pokemon Violet stream, however, is going to be... I will try to go for 3 hours for that. We're mostly going to be doing Pokédex completion in Kitakami, going after the three rascals, the three stooges, the legendaries, you know, and things like that. But all right, let me see. We are gonna raid. Actually. And I think I have my raid target, but let me double check some things here. Alright. Let's do the raid messages here. Feel free to copy and paste any version of it, but allow me to also type manually the subscriber version. Or you may unlock that emote for 24 hours. I keep forgetting what the cost is to do that, but you can get the emote like that, you know. Remember, channel points are still a thing. Star particles, there's still things you can redeem for it. But I mentioned Keisuke earlier. Be singer, be tuber, but also composer of great music, who's helped us in projects such as Alternative Idol, Constellations, and other things like that. Go watch him. He's streaming Silent Still too. Silent Still? What is that? Not Silent Hill, clearly. Omoshiroi, what is that about? Well, let's rate him and find out, alright? I will see you later today, and for the rest of the week, Gang, alright? Hope I see your names pop up in Andrea's chat. Or at least you can lurk. I won't be seeing it if you're lurking, but either way. Hope to see you there, Gang, alright? Otsukai-sama deshita. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.